Can you retire with less than $1 million in your retirement account? Well, this is literally the $1 million question that we are going to answer for you today in our financial freedom video, so stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, certified financial planner and president and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And we want to thank you for tuning in to our Retirement Education Concepts videos. These videos were created to help to make the difficult and confusing retirement process simple.
Yes, because with so many retirement concepts out there and so many retirement strategies, and of course with so many retirement products, it can become very difficult for consumers to digest it all. That's why we are so fortunate that we work with a team of expert advisors to help us build a financial roadmap that will let our clients know when, where, and how they can reach their retirement goals.
For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. So Carson, getting to $1 million for your retirement account has always been a goal for most retirees to feel comfortable in retirement. But most people fall short of this goal, so how can they feel comfortable to retire?
Well, that is absolutely the question that I'm going to be trying to answer today, because according to most studies, Andrew, believe it or not, most retirees will fall short of that $1 million goal. As a matter of fact, the average 401k or IRA account balance in the United States is just a little over $413,000 for those who are between the ages of 55 and 64. So in understanding this dynamic, it is very important that a financial advisor can help retirees feel really comfortable by providing retirees some ideas on how they can make sure that they reach their retirement goals, even though they haven't hit that proverbial $1 million mark. And so that's what we're going to cover today in our financial freedom video. But before we get into that, there are 2 rules to retirement income planning that we always like to give you. And what are those 2 rules, Andrea?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money, and rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about how you can retire comfortably even if you have not hit the $1 million mark.
Well, Carson, with inflation being an issue for most pre- and post-retirees, how can anyone expect to have a normal retirement without reaching that norm of $1 million?
Well, first of all, I will say that it's not very easy. I can totally understand it, but it is doable. But you do have to plan for it. You always have to plan for it. You know, one of the things that you may have to look at if you fall short of your retirement savings goal is, where do you live? Obviously, if you are trying to retire in a state like Hawaii, Andrea, it's going to take a lot more retirement resources for you to retire comfortably versus if you were living in a state like Mississippi, on the other hand. Also, if you're living in the city versus like a rural area. If you're living in a state like New York or San Francisco, it's going to take a lot more retirement dollars for you to live comfortably versus moving to a rural area or a state like Omaha, Nebraska. So these are some of the things that you're going to have to really consider when you're saying to yourself, I don't really have the amount of resources that I thought I would when I retire. You may really have to consider where you're living.
So Carson, for people who may have grown to love where they live or may not want to move to a state like Mississippi or any other place for that matter, what other choices may they consider?
First of all, I totally understand that sentiment. If someone has grown to love where they are, we love where we live, and we would like to be able to stay here and not have to consider moving just in order to live comfortably in our retirement area. We understand that. But another choice that may need to be considered if you're in this particular situation is that you might want to think about downsizing. We talk about this a lot on this channel because we work with retirees, but downsizing is a very viable option for people to consider if they have not reached their financial goals. And by the way, I think some people look at downsizing as failure. But even if you have reached your financial goals, I have many clients who have more than enough for their retirement, but still decide to downsize just because they don't need the extra space. If you are an empty nester or a single individual, you may not need a 4, 5, 6 bedroom home anymore. You may not need that 25 plus square foot home anymore. So you may want to think about just downsizing out of that, which could create a lot of extra income for yourself and allow you to live comfortably where you are today and still be able to do all the things that you wanted to do in your retirement, like travel or go visit, your family members, whatever it is that you had for your retirement goals. Downsizing may be an adequate way for you to do that.
So the bottom line is you can live off of your retirement nest egg of under $1 million, but how comfortable you will be depends on a lot of other factors, right?
That is absolutely correct, because there are many retirees who simply live just off of their Social Security benefits. So it absolutely can be done, but how comfortable you're going to be is going to depend on a lot of other factors. And you may have to make some really big lifestyle changes in order to make it work. But if you are a retiree and you fall into that category of having a little over $400,000 saved up in your 401ks or IRAs, it may be very, very prudent for you to reach out to a certified financial planner who can best help you realize the potential of those retirement dollars and perhaps build your retirement income plan that you can never outlive. That is one of the ways that you can still live comfortable, make some of those subtle changes, but also utilize the assets that you do have in order to make your retirement goals work.
Carson, thank you so much for your insight on this topic, and thank you for watching. And if you felt this information was beneficial for you, please like this video and share with others.
So I really do hope that the information that we shared in this video today will give you some hope and some insight on how you can also retire with less than $1 million. Please understand that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for a fiduciary financial advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today.
For additional information about this topic or any of the other topics that we've shared in our other videos, please feel free to reach out to our office or leave any questions or comments in the section below. After this video, please check out our other videos that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.